Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rowan and you're watching Rowan Reads. So in this video, I'm going to be putting together my new bookshelf and obviously reorganizing everything. I've been wanting a new bookshelf for a long time and I'm so happy that I finally got one. I'm sad to let this one go. I love my little ladder bookshelf, but it's just not enough space anymore. So yeah, we got this big box here. It literally just came in like probably not even an hour ago. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's probably gonna be a very chaotic building. Can we talk about the way I literally had to sleep in the guest bedroom? This is my room. And you're like, your bed's perfectly fine, right? No. I set like all like the extra wood pieces onto my bed while I was working on the bookshelf, and there was like wood crummies and particles in my bed. So I was laying down last night and I was getting so itchy I had to get up, and then I moved into the guest bedroom because I could not be in this bed. No. So here's my dramatic ass freaking out over this goddamn bookshelf because it's stupid. I literally had like 3 breakdowns yesterday. It's been so fun. To explain my current issue, basically these little backboards slide in between the shelves because it's like the little boards that make the background of the shelf white, and basically all of them are bent, like they're like warped where they're kind of in a curved shape, and it literally makes it impossible to fit them into these things. So it's causing these gaps in between the side shelf and the middle shelves, and it's so annoying. So I'm gonna go at it again. I might get really mad and give up and just wait for my dad to come home, but I'm going to try one last time by myself. I don't want to fuck with it anymore, and I don't want to wallow in whatever I'm feeling right now, which contains of me reading, being on my phone, not being in this room, and not looking at this bookshelf. So I'm just gonna grab my book and my annotation supplies and go into the guest bedroom and read my little heart out. Father to the rescue, guys. He helped me build this one. Now we're building this one. Hello guys, so the bookshelf is pretty much finished. Obviously Father came to the rescue. So apparently I overcomplicate things because literally all I had to do was do it the way the directions said. And I'll show you in the directions. It says lay the bookshelf on its side and then slide them in there, and then you put the top piece on. But basically I was trying to do it while the bookshelf was flat, not while it was on its side. So it was a bigger struggle than it needed to be. It's just a little wobbly, which is definitely a given because there's these little things up here. I don't know if you can see them, but they're little hook things where once you put it where you want to on the wall, you can screw it into the wall, which keeps it very sturdy, which I love. And then what I just had a really long time lapse of me doing was these little things. Let me show you. So it's like these little pieces that slide into like all the sides and the back. Ignore how crooked some of them are, but basically it keeps this backboard very sturdy and keeps it in line. It was very tedious, but I got it done and it's super cool, and I love that like these will never move now because they were very jiggly before. Yeah, this is from the front. It looks a little gray because all the lighting is coming from behind it, so it's darkening it. But yeah, it's stunning. I'm obsessed with it, and I'm so excited to organize all my books onto it. Y'all, I literally forgot. There's little stickers to cover up all like the side screws and stuff. So I'm gonna put those on really quick off camera. So once I get situated and fully finish what I have to do with the shelf, I'm going to move it out of the way, and then I'm going to take all the books off my ladder shelf and everything else that isn't books, move them onto my bed, and then I'm gonna take everything off this shelf up here and then put all that stuff on my bed as well. And then I'm going to take down this shelf, move this in that spot. Alright, I put all the little stickers on the bookshelf, and now I'm going to take all the books off this shelf and, like I said, put them onto my bed. So I just took everything off and put it onto my bed. I still need to get this shelf cleared off and taken down. We're gonna clear my Taylor Swift shrine now. I had to get Mr. Muscles. If he knew I just said that, he would literally poop his pants. Anyway, I had to call in reinforcements because I thought I could just use a screwdriver to get the screws out of the shelf, but I can't. Meanwhile, I'm dying of thirst, so I'm gonna go get a nice big cup of ice water while I wait for him. Stop! I'm going to move the new shelf over there now, and we'll go from there.
There you go, check her out. Take her for a test ride.
What's that supposed to mean?
Give it a shiggle.
I ain't no shiggle.
You got her there, Skeeter.
Hello guys, so the shelf is bolted to the wall now and it's not going anywhere, which is super cool. So now I'm gonna find out how I want to organize this. I'm probably not gonna change it too much from what I originally had on the other shelf. We're gonna see how this goes. Teen fiction, is that like YA, do you think? I also don't know if this is YA, but we're gonna say it is. I'm stacking all my YA books here. They're not staying like this, but it's just for now. Once again, I don't know if all these are considered YA, but today they are. Actually, I'm going to put all the LGBTQ books over here. It's up here. I will never not be annoyed by this size difference. So my phone just died while filming, so I'm using my mom's phone to film now. I don't know what is up with my phone. It said storage full like 18,000 times with me filming this video. And I keep deleting stuff, but I've officially run out of stuff to delete, so I don't know what to do anymore. So we're using my mom's. Now I'm gonna kind of make stacks of like either books that I have from multiple authors or like series, like the Kiss Quotient series and stuff. I'm just gonna stack stuff up here like this for now. I have an annoying amount of Coho books. These are all Colleen Hoover. Like, what the heck? Taylor Jenkins Reid books. What do you know? Another Coho book. That's pretty good. Alright, we're getting up higher. This is my Ana Huang collection. Now these books annoy the heck out of me because these two are like the heaviest romances I own. These three are like the tallest, largest, weirdly printed romances I have. Two Lauren Asher books. This does not belong next to romances at all, but it's happening. Switch. Pretty much the only thing I have left is my hardcovers, and I don't have very many of those, so we're gonna get this done. Okay, so I've come to the conclusion that a lot of the books I have left are books that I don't really like having on my huge shelf. Like, I just don't find them pretty. Like, you know, like you want to show the ones that are gorgeous and not the ones that are eh. So I have a lot of really beautiful covers on my other little shelf over here, so I think I'm going to transfer some of those onto this shelf and then kind of like more hide the other covers that I don't necessarily like having out in the open over here. Should I unhaul this book? I have no interest in reading it. I'm unhauling it. I'm sorry. This angle's super bad and you can see all my fuzzies, but I've moved over to this shelf. I'm gonna take a few more books off of it so I can add them to the other shelf and then put whatever books I have left onto this one. I'm just gonna do all this off camera because like that was like my main focus was all that romance, but now that I'm not really doing all that, I'm just gonna do off camera and then I'll come back for a full like end. So at the very tippy top, I have basically what was on the shelf that was here before. I call it my Taylor Swift shrine. It just has like a bunch of Taylor Swift stuff, CDs, some pictures of me and my bestie, and all that good stuff. I'm not gonna go too in detail. And then the first shelf has my Anna Long collection. It has a few Lauren Asher, just a bunch of like littler romances that kind of go into my super large romances, which is kind of funny. And then I just have a little fake plant here. And then on the second shelf, I have my Colleen Hoover. I have Before We Were Strangers up here just chilling. And then these are more of my smaller romances. They just aren't the same sizes as all my other ones. I don't know what is up with that, but yeah, just Icebreaker, Normal People, I Fell in Love with Hope. Then we have my Ali Hazelwood books, my Emily Henry books, and then my Helen Huang books. And then over here is just kind of miscellaneous romances that didn't exactly fit with like, you know, an author that I have or whatever. And down here we have my LGBTQ books. And then all of my YA books, which just so happen to be really summer themed. This book is not YA, but I just literally had nowhere to put it. These three are YA, and then this one like is kind of YA, but it's just really, really heavy topics. But it's written very young adult style. And then this is once again sort of YA, but very heavy topic. And then I have one singular literary fiction right there. And my little crystal bookend, I also have that bookend up there that I forgot to talk about, but it just holds like bookmarks and little like annotation stuff that I never use because I don't like those kind of annotation tabs. And then the next shelf, I just have my ACOTAR series, the first few books in the Shatter Me series, Folk of the Air series, the first few books in the Inheritance games, and then I have like a few books where I don't really know what category of books they are. Like I know Looking for Alaska is like I think a mystery, and then How It Feels to Float is like a emotional literary fiction or something. And then Burn Our Bodies Down, I have no idea what that is. And then I just have A Touch of Darkness, which does not fit with any of these books on this shelf, but we're gonna pretend it does. And as you can see, I have a little space left, which I don't really mind that much. Like, I'll probably like kind of space the books out a little more, so it's not this huge gap. It looks like there's a book missing, but I swear there's not. But honestly, I'm not too mad about it because if I get more Shatter Me books or I get the third Inheritance games, like whatever it is that goes along with this shelf can be added with that little bit of space. And then the last shelf that actually has books on it are just like my pretty hardcovers. So I have Loveless by Alice Oseman, Instructions for Dancing by Nicola Yoon, and then my hardcover copy of Good Girl Bad Blood. And then I have Happy Place by Emily Henry with my two little house bookends, which hold yarn and my little Amazon wishlist notes. And then this bookshelf just has like crystals and incense and just like that whole vibe with my radio on top. And then my top bookshelf has fantasies, mystery thrillers, and all that good stuff. The second shelf just has a bunch of my like classics and literary fictions and fantasies and hardcovers, just literally a mix of everything. We got a little bit of poetry up in here. I don't know what happened at the end of that last clip. The whole ending of me talking about the bottom shelf got cut off. But basically I was going to say that the third shelf is the same as my last bookshelf video. So I still have the Devil's Night series, Twilight books, The Sweetest Oblivion, and just a bunch of my childhood books with like Legos and just some of my favorites up front. I have this beautiful cover of Nutcracker, and then one of my favorite books, Stardust by Neil Gaiman. And then it just has like a bunch of decorations, fake plants, incense and stuff all around it. but it's nothing too crazy, which I love. I love this shelf so much, especially this top section. These have some of my favorite books of all time, like the Good Girls Guide to Murder series and Mark Dyer and just stuff like that. So yeah, so that concludes this video. I am so incredibly happy with how my bookshelf turned out and just everything. I had a little bit of a rough start to this video, but I'm so happy everything worked out and it's just all so beautiful and everything I wanted and more. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not already, and I will hopefully catch you in the next one.